Crunchyroll's website, and I will be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Alright, pumped up for the Healing Good Precure greatness. Just something about that Toei mascot start never ceases to put a smile on my face. And another thing, King Byogen kind of reminds me of Princess Rate's mother because it kind of looks like a similar breed too. Like, no joke. Aww. I mean, the bigger question is, why aren't Tsumi and Rate more nervous? I mean, I don't blame Nodoka for losing her cool. I mean, they're outmatched physically, at least at the moment. And, but here's the thing about Nodoka, though. She shouldn't feel guilty for not trying to help Dairozen because, all things considered, Dairozen wasn't exactly the shining beacon of charisma. At least in the episodes that he was shown off in. Aww. And the thing... I mean, physically, but definitely not emotionally. I think it's probably Dairozen's fault, too. He should have explained what are the benefits of hiding inside of Nodoka's body. If there were any benefits to it, anyway. Maybe, but he didn't guarantee that it's actually going to happen. Thing is, though, there wasn't any guarantee for Nodoka either that he wasn't going to try to sap Nodoka of all of her strength. That's why I really don't blame Nodoka for making the choice she did. I mean, I'd kind of be a little bit paranoid, too, if I were in her spot. I love how this episode was, like, it started out so dark and like, in the gray area, and then, like, immediately afterwards, you have, like, this... I mean, don't get me wrong, the Healing Good Precure opening is fantastic. I was actually listening to the full version of the opening at full blast with my headphones yesterday, actually, when I was just going around my Twitter and Discord. So I do absolutely love the song, but damn. I think this is one of the episodes where they should have had, like, the opening at the start. And then afterwards, the episode itself, because I just think that the Rosen stuff is a little bit dark, where I think they need to, they needed more of emphasizing the gravity versus going the usual route of having it to the episode opening that kind of kills a little bit of the dark mood, then back into the dark bits of the episode. But that's my opinion, though. Overall, it's not an issue with the episode itself. I just think it could have helped it out a little bit more in having less of sort of like a whiplash effect. But then again, it is Toei, though, and Toei does love doing this, because they did this a lot in Gegege no Gitaro. I'd say the only series where they don't do this, at least in recent memory, is probably Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, because they just have the opening at the start, and they just say, fuck it, we'll just have it at the start. Or now it's here. I'm actually... Okay, that's the type of things that I'd expect from Hinata. Okay, how is that even possible? I mean, but... Yeah, that's what I was thinking! I like how she doesn't even disagree with Naoto's assessment. Oh my... Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking that. Yeah, I mean, the relationship with Robert and Nodoka's actually been pretty darn great. I mean, she might as well. I'm not saying snitches get snitches, but this is one of the few instances where it actually is good to snitch. And I'm the type of dude that's all about bro code and things like that. Hmm. True, I mean, Robert and Nook have been in the best of times and the worst of times too. Hell, there are probably some things that Robert notices about Nodoka that Nodoka doesn't even notice herself too, considering the amount of time they spend with each other. Hmm. Whoa! Talk about obsession to the max. Oh, okay. It's actually like that characterization when it comes to King Byogen. There are even some subordinates he actually gives a shit about. Oh, so he's pretty much not going to discount taking away Shindone's essence eventually. He's just going to leave her for last then. Wasn't that even low? Oh, man. You know, I'm loving King Byogen. I mean, he's messed up, but damn. He's a pretty, I mean, at least from Ridiculous, he's been a pretty dang good villain. Just wish the series would have had more of him. But hey, it's better than nothing, though. The only thing about this, though, is it's a shame that Lady Tatooine and their forces don't have any humans to partner up with, though. And one of those limitations to this, where once they become of a certain age, they can't partner up with humans anymore, and so they can't turn anyone to like Precure. I wonder how that works. Hmm. And if anything, it'd be arguable that sometimes Njoku is kind to a fault. I mean, probably some part of her did, but at the end of the day, she didn't. No, it is definitely not Aberdeen's fault. Hmm. I mean, I can't understand where she's coming from, though. I love how Robert. I love how Robert's like, no, we cannot interrupt him. Oh man, that's actually why Rotz is one of my favorite characters in the series. Just those little nuances like that. Huh? Anoka, you rejecting Dairozen doesn't make you a mean person, though. You're still a really good person. It's just that. I mean, self preservation, nothing wrong about thinking about yourself. It's like when someone's going to come in your house and they're an intruder and they have a gun. You're not going to be thinking about, oh man, I'm sure I want to help this person that wants to fucking savage me, ravage me. No, you're going to think about yourself. What Nadoka did, honestly, I understand where she's coming from though, because Dairozen was born from her body, but what she did wasn't the wrong decision either. Hmm. But here's the thing though, Rabadin shouldn't feel so down about that. No, she is. She is one of the goodest people in the series. That's where she's wrong. Oh. And you know, this is actually what I love about Pretty Cure. My favorite sequence is, well, among them, it's the action sequences like this, or in my top moments in the Pretty Cures. At least Healing Good Precure series. That's what I love about this. Just seeing them support each other, lift each other up emotionally. That's what I was thinking, exactly. Mm-hmm. Because not just that. If Madoka were to get hurt, it wouldn't just be her being hurt. It'd be Asumi, Chiyo, and Hinata because they'd be emotionally taken aback if something were to happen to Madoka. And obviously, Madoka's family and Hinata would feel pretty sad about it too. And I like the things about the series too. You should never overwork yourself too much. You need to actually put in limits. You need to put your a line in the sand figuratively so that you're not harmed in the long run. Actually, themes like this is the reason why Healing Good Precure resonates with me a lot. Oh, this is fucking God, man, Martha's smile. It's on her infections, at least in my opinion. But the thing is, if he evolves more by using mega parts, he's probably going to be much more easily absorbed. Exactly. I mean, I'm not going to blame him for that logic. Oh, shit. And this is actually going to be a good test for him from Chiyo and Hinata because if they're able to take on Dairozen at that level, thankfully it's just one enemy. I'm surprised, so not even Gararu counted like that. Okay. I'm actually shocked because I was like, because he got a lot of strength when he leveled up. Okay, now it looks kind of reminds me a little bit of Tab. At least from a distance, it kind of reminded me of Taboo's design from the Super Smash Bros. Brawl. At least a little bit. I gotta admit, he looks so badass. Yo! I mean, that's really the only thing he could have done to at least get to that state. But yeah, she definitely needs to hear that. The only thing she can really do is just try to clean up the mess that Rosen's causing. Because honestly, if Inoka keeps on blaming herself, she's not going to have the psychological advantage when taking on Dairozen or even in the future King Byogen or Shindone. So she's going to. So thankfully, she has Robin there to actually nudge her in the proper direction. And you know what? Something I really appreciate actually. This series, they've done a great job of making Robin extremely likable. First few episodes, she was a little bit rough, but she's really coming to her own. At least in the latter half of Healing Good Precure. I never get sick and tired of this track. Kier Sparkle! Yes! I always love how here it always looks like Renata's about to unleash some kind of attack whenever you see her flying around. Animation actually looks pretty good. You can definitely tell when it comes to this series, they saved their best for the last few bits. Damn! That doesn't look like it's going to have much effect, though. Talk about being absolutely dedicated, though. And you know something I like about this scene, too? Yeah, I was actually assuming that helped save Nodoka, considering that they've been spending a lot of time lately together. I actually like that! Since they can't jump in the air, they take advantage of the momentum of each other to actually dodge. That's actually pretty smart. Because in this series, at least in the last few episodes, it's had situations where the enemy attacks the girls, and then they attack them while they're in the air. So that's actually a nice response to some of the stuff we've seen lately. I mean, I'd say at this point, the only way she can really help out Dairozen is purifying him. Exactly. Okay. Oh. I mean, I'm not going to blame him for trying to take the manipulation route, but that is not going to work. Noka's way too smart to fall. Exactly! Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've actually... That's all stuff I was thinking about when I reacted to episode 41. And go in there. Oh, damn! Yo, I love that coldness right there. I mean, I guess you can't say it's unjustified coldness. No, I mean, Dairozen didn't exactly deserve any compassion. Aww. Exactly. If anything, Dairozen's only been thinking about himself, and that's it. And I love the triumphant music too, as she's saying all these epic lines. Yo, he's giving Dairozen the last whooping of a lifetime. Oh, yo, that kick! It looked pretty. Oh, wow. Hey, well, I mean, with the way Nadeko's going, I don't even think she needed the healing arrow. I mean, shit. I think they probably only needed the healing oasis. The way she was just ravaging Dairozen. I mean, at this point, the healing arrow just feels like overkill. Damn. All right, that was amazing. And you know what I was really impressed too about this episode? You can tell it wasn't even Toei's best animators, and it was still well directed too, and it was still good. Now just say healing goodbye, Dairozen. Oh. I mean, in a way, I kind of feel a little bit. Oh. I guess I kind of did need the healing arrow. Oh. Ugh. And the thing is, we don't have the strength to push back King Byogen either. Oh, look how even like the dog is scared. Miracles, they had to have the newspaper dude trying to take a picture of this moment. I mean, hey, it's better than nothing, though. I mean, that's gotta be like one of the worst ways of going down, though. I think at that point, I think that Rosen would have preferred to actually have been purified by Nodoka than to be taken in by this evil sack of shit, Rosen. Okay, I love Rote's bravery, but I don't know when they're gonna win against this. Oh, you're literally at the fucking orgasm. He does look cool, I ain't gonna lie. She definitely wants that D. So damn badly. It's so rare to be seeing a character that thirsty in regular anime. Gotta admit, the artwork in this scene is amazing, though. You can definitely tell the animators, like from the moment Rosen was transforming, the animation quality went up a notch. Not Rosen, I meant to say King Gilgan. Why did I say Rosen? If not Nodoka, I'd be like saying Rosen is the one that tried to cause me pain. Yo, exactly! Alright, good. I'm liking how she's not taking those verbal jabs into the face. She's actually throwing some jabs back. Good shit. Yo, that's the boldest I love to see. Oh, man. You know the most painful thing about this series? It's waiting an extra week. But no, in all seriousness, no, this series has been freaking amazing the last few episodes. I'm gonna have to rate this one a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, holy cow. The only reason why I can't rate it a 10 out of 10 is because I feel like for the last episode involving Rosen, I really think they should have given it their best animation team. Because Gararu's episode had one of Toei's best animation teams. And Gararu, I mean, I don't remember. I thought Gararu was at least interesting near the end, but I don't think it was as interesting as Rosen, at least if you ask me my personal opinion. But biases aside, I still thought this episode was absolutely amazing, though, because from a character standpoint, we made a lot of plot progression. Rosen kicked the bucket. King Byogen transformed again by absorbing Rosen. And Nodoka and Arnabirin were able to patch things up with Arnabirin helping motivate Nodoka and pretty much showing her straight up that she shouldn't be sacrificing herself. So this episode, it didn't waste time. A lot of important things happened and it didn't feel super rushed. From a character standpoint, I love this. Seeing Nodoka become brave, rejecting helping out Rosen, and talking smack to King Byogen, that was badass. Oh man, it does look tense though. Yo, even like the animation where Rate is walking, you can definitely tell, even though there's not a lot of action Sakuga and the oh no, don't tell me Asumi's gonna sacrifice herself. No. Okay, this one's tough. It's the right. It's B. B's the real one. Yeah, because the left was too tall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when it comes to like the elements in the series, I know they don't try to draw them too fancy because Toei probably tries to animate them so that they're a lot more easier to render. So that's how I was able to figure it out this time. And that's when it comes to the elements. I don't even have a strategy guide to look at what the elements look like, which I should. I should be taking pictures of the elements so that I can see what they look like. But that's how I was able to figure it out. I was like, yeah, no, Toei, you're not fooling me. You're not fool. You fooled me like 2 times. I mean, okay, it was actually 3 in this series. 3 out of 42 times, but you ain't fooling me again that easily. Good try, though, Toby. Good freaking try. Now, and that's why I thought I did great from a character standpoint. You have Nadelka looking out for herself in a good way. She's not going to be a self-sacrificial lamb. That's the type of stuff I love to see right here. Just seeing her bravery, and especially when she was laying it in on King Byogen, I was like, oh, our girl, she's grown. She's definitely, out of all the characters, she's probably had some of the most character development in the series by far. And that's why I adored what they did with Madoka. Honestly, at least in my personal opinion, it was absolutely exceptional. Then aside from what they did with Madoka, something else I also really loved about this episode too. I actually like just the chemistry between Asumi and Madoka because even though it's subtle, I do like that scene where it was Asumi instantly who grabbed Madoka to make sure that she wouldn't be hit by Rosen's attack. And I like the little bit of character development because you always see her in like the background trying to give an assist to Madoka so that she doesn't harm, so that she isn't hurt. And that's actually one of the things that's really satisfying about this series, just amazing chemistry. And that bit where they use the momentum from each other's feet to dodge an aerial attack by DeRozan was not just good storyboarding and directing, that was great writing. Just seeing you how in sync these two ladies are with each other. That's why I thought the character writing was great too in this episode. And plus, it's always nice to get to see Urata give a badass game face on. I mean, who does not love Rate's game face? Because me, I absolutely freaking love it. And that's why, when it comes to certain elements in this episode, I thought the script was awesome. And then on top of that, it does give King Byoken more characterization because at least it's showing you he does value loyalty to a fault because it implies he's still going to sacrifice Shindoni, but that's because Shindoni doesn't want to be sacrificed. So that's another thing I like about him too. It's showing you that he's more than just an absolute hard ass that's irredeemable. So that's why I thought the character running in this episode was amazing. And then other elements I love too though is the animation quality. While it wasn't the best, it still looked good. Like some of the sequences where when Delka's giving DaiRosen that beatdown, that's good. But when DaiRosen transformed and you saw everyone serious, that's where the animation looked beautiful. So that's where I got to give the episode full and absolute credit for that. It looked gorgeous in some bits, some more choreography, and the artwork was just so dang pretty. And aside from that, something else I gotta appreciate too was just the vocal performances. They were just so darn good actually. And that's why if I had to rate this episode overall, I'm gonna have to give it straight up a 9.5 out of 10, at least in my personal opinion, y'all. But, anyways, everyone, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. And before I go, I'd like to say, yes, I'm definitely going to be reacting to the next episode of this series for sure. But, anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. And I recommend y'all subscribe if you do not want to miss my episode 43 reaction. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, y'all, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.